Hey everyone, so today I'm doing a testing new makeup video. So if you want to see this makeup look using pretty much all new products, then please keep on watching. The eye look is not done in this video. If you watched my Jade X Beauty Bay palette video on Tuesday, then the eye look, that's the eye look from that. And also please be sure to subscribe if you haven't done this already so you don't miss any of my videos from me. And let's just get on with the video. Okay, so I don't know how easily you're going to be able to tell, but like I am using natural lighting, which I don't normally use. So you know, I'm going to roll this down, even though it looks silly. I'm just rolling it down so that I can do my makeup without hopefully getting anything on it. So the only thing I haven't got new of is a new foundation, which I thought would be quite a good idea anyway, because it means that when it comes to the cream products, I will really know how they're working because I know the foundation that I'm using because I always use it. I got the Beauty Bay Brush Up Brows, and you'll see that I got this in my haul. I also got a Revolution Brow Glue, which I have had a little go with, but I'm going to try that in my next test of new makeup. Also, you have to let me know if you like these videos. I normally use the Revolution Brow Soap, but I wanted to try this one because this one is a clear one, and the one I tried, the Revolution one, is like a white kind of colour, and the Anastasia one is clear. So I think that's what the inspo is for this one. So we're going to try this. I actually use one of my brow pencils, the ash brown one. I used the brush in this. I just used my little mini MAC Fix Plus. But I figured I could just do this with my Revolution brush thing, because I have another one of these that I can use the spoolie for. Also, who's watched the new season of You? Because I finished it last night and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay, so far this works 100 times better than the Revolution one. I'm aware my brows are quite sparse, so you're probably not really gonna be able to see that, but I can already see from the camera how much more lifted this side of my brow is. I've done it where I do them like directly upward, and I just don't love the look because they always end up drooping during the day, and I just don't love that look for me. What I quite like to do is sort of do them at an angle. You probably can see, I can't really explain it, but you can see what I'm doing. So I'll brush them up to like sort of get the soap in them and down a little bit. But I sort of just try and do it like that. That's that. I love that product. This will probably be my new soap brows. So for primer, I'm going to be using the Revolution Pro Blur Stick, which I've seen for a while. So we're going to see. So this is just like what this looks like. It's just like a big thing. I felt it before. It just feels a bit like, it's exactly how you would imagine like a pore filling blur stick to feel. I'm gonna bring this close so I want to actually see my pores. I want to see if there's a difference. I guess we just do that and then we blend it, right? I wouldn't say it's done a lot. I mean, I feel like they're blurred a little bit. I mean, you can't really see, but I feel like my nose looks a bit more blurred. I really like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to get back to you whether I like this because it just feels thick. I've also got a really thick moisturiser on underneath, so let me know if you've tried this and what you think. For foundation, I'm just gonna use my normal, which is my Revlon Colour Stay 180 Sand Beige, and then my Revolution Conceal and Define in F10. I don't really like this foundation that much anymore in terms of on its own. This is too light, this is too dark, but together I really like it. But I'm just gonna skip past this bit because this isn't a new product. I'm kind of just in the middle of foundation, but I just wanted to come on while I'm doing it and just say that I'm really impressed with this brow glue, because normally, sometimes, actually like every single time I use brow glue, I always find that my foundation will cling, even if it's the tiniest bit that you can't really notice unless you're up close. It will cling around my eyebrows slightly, and it hasn't at all. That brow glue is really smooth. So next up, a product I'm very excited for is the Collection Lasting Perfection, which obviously I have tried this before. It was my go-to concealer. I still have it in my drawer. Got it in Cashew, which is number 6. I haven't used this since they had all the new shades. I only used it when it was like fair, light, medium and dark, I think the shades were. Oh my gosh. I haven't used a concealer like this in so long. I use my L'Oreal Lasting Finish, whatever it's called. And it's got a really big doe foot. This has got a little tiny doe foot. Okay, I feel like this is a similar colour to my L'Oreal one. It feels so smooth. So I normally just do like under my eyes, and then I will use any leftovers on the thingy. I feel like I'm yet to find a concealer that like really feels like it covers my under eyes. Let's put another layer on. Okay, that is so much better. I just need like a thicker layer to it. But I normally just bring it like that. Next up, okay, so the next 3 products are products that I've like literally not used. I'm not even talking like these particular products. I've not used these type of products before. So I have got, which normally at this point I would powder and start with bronzer and stuff, but I'm actually going to be using a cream bronzer, blusher and highlight. With a cream highlight, I don't really know if you're supposed to do it before or after you powder, so I'm going to do it both times. I'm going to do it a bit before, a bit after. But I have the Excess Revolution bronze skin cream bronzer in Inspire, and I think, as far as I'm aware, this one is quite similar to the Chanel Soleil something or other. So I got the lightest shade because I thought realistically I'm going to be putting bronzer on top of it, so it doesn't really matter if it's a bit light. But I'm hoping it won't be. I'm hoping it'll be the perfect shade for me, but I can't tell because, like, oh no, that should be good. That should be a good shade. I've swatched it, but sometimes you don't know how pigmented these things are going to be, which is also a reason I thought maybe I should get the medium shade. But this had a nice undertone to it, so that's why I went for it. So I've never used cream bronzer before. I'm going to try it with a brush. Do I try it with this brush, do we reckon? I know there's a bit of pink on it, but a bit of like a little buffy brush scenario. It's a Beauty Bay BB 103. I feel like a lot of cream bronzers are sticks. They're not in pots, and so a lot of the time people use the stick and draw on, then use a beauty blender. So it's definitely light, I can already tell you that. The thing I'm worried about is just it takes off my makeup. I don't want it to take off my foundation. I feel like my brush is too dense. Either that or this product is extremely light. There's a lot on my brush. It's either really light and not that pigmented, or it's doing something. It's definitely like very natural looking. It looks really pretty on camera actually. My forehead I really like, it's just my cheeks. Because of like the windows mainly on this side, it's like, it's kind of hard for me to see this side of my face. I do feel like this is the right shade for me. I just think I need to figure out whether I like to use it with a brush, or if I like to use like maybe a brush like this to pull it on and then use a beauty blender. I think that's what I need to figure out, what works for me. I think I'm going to leave it something like this because I feel like this is very pretty, like very naturally pretty. By the way, I am going to be the sort of person that powders my entire face because I know a lot of celebrities you always see put like powders over creams, and I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't go and put bronzer over this without powdering my entire face first. Like, that's just not happening. Like, that's scary business. I don't know how anyone can do that. I think it depends on your skin type. I honestly haven't been scared to use like cream products. Like, that's not really been my issue. It's just I feel like everyone I watched on YouTube, like all the back in the day people, always used powders, and they always said how they didn't like cream. Love this. And I also love that it's in a pot. I have a few more cream. How many more do I have? I've got like 3 more cream bronzer items coming your way, so keep an eye out for my testing new makeup videos. I've also got 3 more cream blushes, and highlights I don't really have any, but I've got 1 in this video. Where's the blusher gone? So this is the exact same thing, just in a blush. It's tiny though. So this is the Skin XX Makeup Cloud Blush in that. And this is obviously like very, very, very small in comparison, which kind of confuses me why it's so small, but this isn't part of the same, is it part of the same thing? I don't know, like, I don't know why this is so big and this is so small when that's a bronzer, that's a blush. And I get bronzer you put a lot more on your face, but like, you think it'd be a bit bigger. So this colour looks like this. I'm gonna use this brush, and I'm actually quite happy because this brush is a lot less dense and this is a bright colour. I don't know how pigmented it is, so we're gonna sort of go a bit at a time. I also don't want to like wipe any of my face makeup off, so I'm trying to be careful. Ah! This is like cloudy. I get why it's called, what was it called? Cloud blush, because it's actually like really, I might have to use a different brush. I might have to use a beauty blender. We're gonna use the bottom of the beauty blender. I don't think I like this. It's quite, I might use the bottom of the beauty blender and like dip. That might work a bit better. Like, it's just kind of clung. The beauty blender isn't really blending it like I want it to. But it also doesn't look dreadful. Okay, if you're gonna get this, I wouldn't use a brush. It's very like, I'll show you, you can see the texture of it. It's very, it's like very like cloudy. It's not the same texture as the bronzer at all. It's a lot more, don't forget I'm gonna powder over this, so. This, okay, so this is, my verdict on this is like, I don't know. I don't love it and I don't hate it. I think I need to like work with it a bit more and try it out a bit more. It's a bit much for me. I would rather the texture have been like this. This was like, as soon as the brush went into it, it like picked up so much product. Like you can see it on my brush. It's like the brush looks a bit like wet. So this is the Revolution Goddess Glow in a Glow. This is the product. I got it in the, I think this is meant to be the darkest one, but the others were like, this one was like the goldest and the others were like, one was really pink, I didn't want that. And I was watching videos and I saw someone get this one that was pale and it worked for her, so that's why I got it. But one of them was like more champagne-y, but like this one seemed to have the nicest colour. Oh, it says off, off, on. Okay, I've turned it to on now. Oh wow, it squeezes out really easily. So I'm just gonna dab this. Okay, yeah, it's quite, whoa. I'm gonna use my finger. You could definitely use a beauty blender for this. Okay, I'm really happy I got this colour. That is very pretty. Quite like the gold or champagne undertones. Okay, so as you can see, I've powdered, so a lot of it's subtler now. I use the Infallible, L'Oreal Infallible Warm Vanilla. I know it's really light compared to my skin, but I just personally feel like it looks good because then when I put the bronzer on, it doesn't make me look too, it lightens up my foundation, so then when I put bronzer on, it doesn't look as weird. Obviously it's made a lot of the stuff really subtle. You can still see the glow underneath it though. Now we're on to another face product. I've got the Milani Dolce, I think it's Dolce, baked bronzer. Now I know everyone likes this thing and it's also got a bit of shimmer, so it's a bit more summery. But I thought as I've done bronzer, like cream bronzer, and yes, a lot of it's been covered by the powder, but you can still see where it is. On camera it seems to be a little bit more muted, but in person it's still muted, but I can see it. So I'm just going to use this to go over. I've never used this before, obviously. So I've never used a, is this my normal brush? Yes. I've never used a like shimmery bronzer. Like I never ever go for that. So if I absolutely hate it, I'm going to be getting my Hoola bronzer out. Ooh, I think I quite like this. It looks like it's really pretty. It's not really that glowy considering... Do you notice how the blush has like really pulled through though? And if you notice, it's like now that I've started putting bronzer on top of that powder, it's like the powder has almost brushed away a little bit and let some of the like blusher and stuff through. And then I use the Zoeva Luxe Chic brush. And then I have, I don't want to put too much blush on because I feel like the blush has really come through from like the other thing. But I'm going to use the Bellini palette and I think I'm just going to go, I just want to go straight for that Just Peachy shade in the middle. And that's a very me shade. I do probably have a bit of like my normal blush on here too. Also, I really can't help it. I'm going to have to use some of my, Max Factor powder foundation. This is a staple for me. I do it all the time. I just get it with the sponge and I just do my eyes like that. It just smooths my under eyes out so much more and makes me look 100 times more awake. And now I'm going to try again and see if I can put this on top of powder. I think it is actually going to be fine, to be completely honest. I've got a bit of texture on my skin right here, if you can see that. I do also sometimes use like a bit of a shimmery blush just to get a bit of sparkle, but I haven't today, so it's fine. Now, do I want to set and spray myself? I might set and spray myself. Okay, next product. I've never used, so this could go tits up, but I'm using the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen, because a lot of people when they do soap brows, they'll use a brow pen, not a pencil, and I always use my brow pencil. I'm going to use this, so I'm going to give it a go and be really light-handed and see how it goes. I might go back to my pencil if I get scared, but I am going to do it down here because I'm terrified. I think I probably needed a bit more brow soap if I wanted it to be a bit more sticky, like, and stay, but it's fine. I got this in ash brown, by the way. I might have to put the little light on so I can see my brows. I think I like it. I just don't think it's very me. I don't think I like it. One, I just can't really use it. I'm finding it really hard to use and look good. I will say I think the issue is that I have dark hair, but my hairs are really sparse. I think I'm going to go in with my pencil as well now and use the spoolie to like blend some of that out that I've just done. Because with this I can be quite harsh because it's a pencil, so it's a bit harder to get it to stick to like brow glue. But I would say the pen has definitely got a good base there and it's made it nice and dark. But then when I use my pencil it darkens it, but it doesn't really darken it enough. So this has definitely brought some depth back into my brows, so I really like that. It's just I need to use the pencil at the end. Okay, so this is my brows. I know they don't look great, but this is how I have tried to do them. Like I said, I can't use like a pen to just fill in gaps because my hairs are dark, but they aren't. I have quite sparse brows. So filling in the gaps with a pen just doesn't work for me. I have to use a pencil and really do loads of hairs. So I think maybe what I'd do in the future is I'd do it the opposite way around. I think I'd use the pencil to get a lot of the like, because this is in dark brown, but it's quite light when I've got brow glue down because it lightens it. So I use this to get a lot of the shape there, and then I think I'd use this to get just fill in any gaps and just get some nice hair strokes, because I did actually have to brush this out a little bit so it kind of blurred it because my hair was just too sparse for it. But I did really like it. So next thing I'm going to be trying is the Jade X Beauty Bay palette. So I'm not actually going to be trying this in this video. I'm going to be going off and doing it right now, and then I'm going to come back to do mascara and stuff. But you do not have to worry because this video will already be out. I am going to upload this the day that I'm filming it. So this will already be out on my channel. So if you want to go and see it, literally just go and watch it after this video. And it's like almost like a combined video. I just want to do it separately because I just feel like I want it to have its own video. So I'm going to go and do that and then I'll be right back. And then we'll have mascara and then lips to do. So I will be right back, and next time you see me, I will have my eyeshadow done. So I have just gone and done this look off, well not off camera, I filmed it. It was for the Jade palette. If you want to see the inside of it, it looks like this. I have obviously just used it. It's a stunning palette, I have to say. Loved it. Had a bit of trouble, but not because of the palette, just because of like me. I wasn't really sure what I was doing. So it doesn't look amazing, but like I just kind of wanted to like try all the colours out. I'm not going anywhere with it, so it's fine. I'm still kind of proud of it, and I'm sure once I put mascara on as well. I have put lips on, but I am going to be doing my lips in a minute in this video. So next product I've got to try is a mascara. So I'm using the Maybelline Sky High. Now if you've watched my testing makeup video from like February, it had this included in it. And I personally wasn't a big fan. This blew up on TikTok, like blew up. And I bought it, didn't love it. I love Maybelline mascaras, and I just didn't love this. I wanted to give it a go again, because one of the reasons I think I didn't like it, possibly, is because it wasn't waterproof. I only like waterproof mascaras. It's just how I am. I once heard that waterproof mascara is a lot better for people with like not naturally curly lashes, and I don't have naturally curly lashes. So for me, I need waterproof mascara, and I find that when I use waterproof mascara, it stops my lashes going droopy. It like sets because it's waterproof. It's like when the mascara's on, it's like hard, whereas when it's non-waterproof, it's like you could just smudge it. So I love a waterproof mascara, and now they've brought it out in waterproof, I want to try it and see how I feel about it. I like my Maybelline Lash Sensational. That's my go-to. And that's very volumizing. I feel like this is meant to be more like lengthening. So I'm going to curl my lashes because this is what I always do. Let's see how it goes. I remember the wand is really wobbly. Like, I remember this wand, like, I like to have grip and really push it, but I remember this wand really wobbling all over the place. Like, I've just got mascara on my lids. I'm not sure. Still prefer my Maybelline Lash Sensational at the moment. Like, I know the wand isn't going to snap off, but it's like, because it's so bendy, it's like I can't really grip and pull because it's bendy, if that makes sense. It just doesn't do it. It's too, like, the wand is like now that it's dried, like I like to do a second coat when it's kind of dry, but now that it's like kind of dried a bit, it's definitely like, okay, second coat, much better. I still don't like that it doesn't have a lot of grip, I will say that. It definitely doesn't have the grip I like. I really can't like get in it. I'm gonna have to go with my Lash Sensational as well. This was the exact same issue I had last time, but this is still nicer because it's waterproof and it does feel nicer. I've actually bought a new Lash Sensational, but I'm gonna use my old one. What? Like, you'll see what I mean when I start using this, how much I can grip it. Obviously I'm being careful because I've already got 2 coats on, but that's already like, look at the difference. Can you see the difference between this side and this side? This has got 2 Sky Highs and 1 Lash Sensational, and this has just got 2 Sky Highs on it. I honestly think I would really like it if the wand wasn't flexible. I think it's the wand being so flexible that's the issue. I think what I'm going to try out is the Kylie lip kit in Kylie. Okay, I know I've done a video using Kylie lip kits, but I want to use one with the gloss on top. I've not tried that yet. So, I'm going to use a lip gloss on top. I'm probably going to use, I'm either going to use a shimmery glitter one, or I'm going to use Snatched, which is what she uses with this. Also, I want to test it for you guys because I have a really, really cheap sharpener, which is from Bourjois, that I got years ago, and I know that hers work best with like the Kylie ones, but so I'm going to try it with this lip liner. It seems to be working. Okay, yeah, it does work. I think from what I know, what I've heard, oh no, that one's perfect. I heard that her sharpener works, her sharpener sharpens them to a really nice point. I personally think just get like a cheap pump and super jug, or just any sort of like drugstore, because you don't want to use a pencil sharpener, I'm pretty sure, but you need to use a makeup sharpener. And this I got literally like 7 years ago and it's worked absolutely fine. I know people think that you can't sharpen these. You can sharpen them. Like, they're sharpenable. Just because they feel plastic, they're not. Now I'm going to put Kylie on. I'm hoping it goes with the look, but I'm really not that fast. It's only for this video, so. I personally like to try and take my liquid lipstick to the edge, because, especially with this kind of colour, because the liquid lipstick and lip gloss, I mean the liquid lipstick and the lip liner are different colours, and I personally prefer the colour of the liquid lipstick to the lip liner. Okay, and then once this dries, I'm going to use Snatch, which is the colour that she says she uses on top of this. I would personally like, I have never actually put like a coloured lip gloss really over a liquid lipstick. But these ones I think are meant to be a bit more opaque, these ones. But I want to see what it looks like. I do really like her liquid lipsticks. I know a lot of people hate them, but I like them. These glosses, I remember, were so thick. Like, they're so thick. Like, look at that. So this has got like, you can literally see when I'm putting it on, it's like got an actual colour to it. It definitely has changed the colour, like it's more, the orange of this has gone on top, so it's warmer now and it's not as pink anymore. So that is me testing new makeup. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know anything you didn't like that I used, you do like that I used, anything other products you think I should use. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe, like and comment. I'm nearly on 1.2 thousand subscribers and I'm very excited about it. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.